This is kind of... Did you poo-poo? You! You stinky! Say hi! It has literally been 7 years since I posted on this channel, and I literally up and abandoned y'all. So let me go ahead and just reintroduce myself to all of you beautiful people. My name is Bianca and I'm a self-taught makeup artist. I do a lot of different things when it comes to makeup. Really super colorful, avant-garde makeup, editorial makeup, colorful drag makeup, anything that's super artsy. I'm doing it. I'm a wife, I'm a new mom of a 1.5-year-old, and I'm a beauty content creator. I got my start in the industry as a painter. A lot of people may not know that. I was an oil and acrylic painter, and one day I just decided, you know what? The same things that I like painting on my canvas, I'm just gonna transfer that over to faces, and next thing you know, here we are. If you've been subscribed to this channel for quite some time, you'll know that I did a lot of glam, lots of cutesy glam, okay? That's how I got my start, but we're doing things a little bit differently on this channel. We are gonna do what I really want to do, and that's bold, crazy, super colorful, editorial, and avant-garde makeup. So if that's your jam, then come on in, take a freaking seat, and let's create some crazy together. So since it's been about 10 years since I first began my makeup journey, it's only right that I actually recreate one of my very first colorful alien-like makeup looks. Like, I feel like it's only right that I do that, right? So this right here is actually my very first super colorful artsy makeup that I have ever done, and I feel like it's only right for me to recreate it. So let's go ahead and create an updated version of it. Are you ready? I'm scared, but we're gonna do it. I already started off my brow block. The next thing that I'm gonna go ahead and do is go in with my Mehron cream blend stick. This is literally one of my favorite brands for products that cater to the type of makeup that I'm going to do today. They're super creamy, super blendable. They just serve as the perfect base for these type of looks. So let's get into it. And this is in the color purple. I'm gonna go ahead and add that to the perimeter of my face. So I want to create a gradient effect, so I'm actually going to mix this purple with their white base. That was a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. Didn't look that bright when I put it on my dish. Taking that same color down the bridge of the nose. Now I'm going to take this Half Magic dense fluffy brush. I'm going to begin the process of just blending all of that down together. Actually, before I do that, let me go ahead and add the cream sticks to the rest of my face, and then I'm going to blend everything down. Not blending everything at one time. I'm working on that dark purple first, just so that the two colors don't mix, and then I'm going to take another fluffy brush and I'm going to go in and blend down that lighter purple that I put down first. Oh, I thought I messed up. Cut the cheek area just a little bit because I brought that down way too far. I grabbed the smaller fluffy brush. There we go. We're getting somewhere now. Now that we have that down, I'm going to take that same purple color and just contour my nose. Oh, and the brush that I'm using is, this is a brush from Hank and Henry, and it's called Anna. And I like to carve out my eye just a little bit. Now to set my entire face, I'm actually going to go in with this Mehron setting powder, and I'm taking this white powder puff to lock everything in place. All right, so I'm gonna go in with this Blend Bunnies Cosmetics Machina palette, and I'm gonna take, I think I'm gonna take these two shades here and go in and just deepen up the perimeter of my face again. This is also Blend Bunnies Cosmetics. Their eyeshadows are very pigmented. So I think I might go in with these two shades, and then in the middle of my face, I'm gonna go in with this shade here called Giggle. I'm gonna take this Nova Beauty brush. This is the Complexion 4 brush. And I go very slow, like I do small amounts at a time because it's easier to clean up your work when it's done in smaller fragments than when you just kind of just going all crazy. Hopefully I didn't make that too dark, but it's already on there, so we're gonna flow with it, okay? Right now I'm just blending the edges just to soften everything up. I'm just taking a slightly lighter purple. In the original photo, like I feel like my makeup is just a little bit darker. I might have gone a little bit too light. So let's try to fix that because I kind of want to get it as close to what I had created all those years ago as possible. And I'm just trying to blend that pink and the purple together. Carry that over the nose a little bit because I can. You know what? I have the perfect thing for this. Palette from Hank and Henry. I'm gonna go ahead and use this color here. Blend that in a little bit more and to also deepen up the look just a little bit. It's starting to look a little bit more like the photo, so let's keep going. Just gonna continue packing that dark color on. I think I'm gonna go in with one of these shades here. I just gotta figure out which one I'm gonna go in with. So I ended up going in with the baby doll shade in here, and I'm just patting that on the highlighted areas of my face. Then I'm gonna go back in with that dark purple shade just to blend everything back in and reinforce that color. I see you too. I see you. I see you too. All right, so now that I have that down, I'm gonna go ahead and deepen up that contour, and I'm just taking a little bit of this blue shade here. It's like a deep blue shade on this little brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just deepen up that contour just a bit. All right, so I went ahead and deepened up the perimeter of my face with that same blue. So now I'm gonna go ahead and contour the nose. Okay, so I just put my daughter to sleep, so I'm gonna be kind of whispering throughout the rest of the video. Okay, so now comes the part that I'm really kind of scared about, and it's putting in these contacts. And I'm like, maybe I should have put them in before maybe I should have put them in before I did all of this powder, but contacts that I'm gonna be using is by a brand called Eyeshadow. Is in the style Cosmic Blue. And we're gonna go ahead and try to apply these without messing up all that hard work we just did. Oh, don't know what I was worried about, but this looks cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this eye makeup prime. I'm actually going to use that same Mehron cream stick, and I'm gonna mix the purple with the white. I'm gonna go in with Signs from the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Blends palette. I'm just gonna pop that right here and begin to sketch out my crease. I'm going in with kind of like a hot pink shade. Just gonna buff out the very front, sweep that across a little bit, whatever was left over on that brush. I think I'm gonna deepen that up just a little bit with the blue, also so that it connects right where the nose contour begins. I'm gonna go in with the blue shade from that same blend palette, and it's called Chan. Very deep blue. I'm gonna start from right here and just deepen that area up a little bit. The purple shade from that same blends palette. This is in the shade Signs, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pack that on, really keeping that to the outer corner, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the inner corner. Taking that same Dollhouse palette by Blend Bunny, and I'm going in with the shade Baby Doll, and I'm gonna place that in the center. Blend another shade in between this light purple and the dark purple, just so that it's a little bit more seamless. So I'm gonna go in with Giggle from the Blends palette, that right in the center. Taking the Mehron Makeup Paradise AQ palette, I'm gonna go ahead and start the process of doing my brows. So whenever I'm doing my brows, I always take a very tiny brush like this. You can get these on Amazon. I'll actually link it down below. I think I'm gonna do a light wing using the same liner color. I'm gonna go in with this Shrine Loose Pigment, and this is in the shade Iridescent White. And I'm just gonna powder that all over my face. I adore using loose shimmery pigments all over my face for looks like this. For some reason, it elevates it to a point of like, you know, get ready because you're about to see this transform, okay? So I'm gonna use this little fluffy brush here. This is the Hourglass. Don't remember which brush this is. It actually doesn't say it, but also will be linked down below along with the rest of the products that I'm using today. And I'm just gonna tap that in here. Do you see that? Come on. Oh my gosh, I think I just put too much, but it's okay. It looks cool in the mirror, but I don't know how it's reading on camera. Look at that. Let me tell you something. Adding a pigment, and you want a pigment that's very loose, nothing that has any like sticking agents in it. You just want like a very loose, finely milled. It needs to be finely milled. Usually we'll go with like an iridescent like white color. I won't really go with anything that has any pigment to it so that I can use it for multiple looks, multiple colors, all of that. Look at the difference. This side versus this side. But I'm also gonna need to reinforce that contour because I do believe that the reflection of the pigment is kind of overpowering what I placed down before. All right, so next I'm gonna take this white liner. This is by Melt. This is their Slick Waterline Eye Pencil, and this is in the color Milkweed. In my original photo, my brow bone was actually highlighted green. So I was like, okay, I really want to keep this true to like the original look as much as I can. Now I'm gonna go back in with my blends palette, and I'm taking the shade Inside Joke, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pack that on to the brow bone. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the process of doing this lip. I'm gonna take this pastel green Mehron cream stick. So I always start a little bit above where my natural lip line is, and then as I come down, I begin to follow the natural shape or the natural line or outline of my lip. And that just creates a nice pouting effect. So taking the blends palette again, I'm gonna go in with the color Chance, and I'm just gonna outline. So going back in with Inside Joke. From that blends palette, I'm going in with Wildflower. Okay, so my daughter's awake, so I can talk a little bit more freely, okay? I really deviated from the original plan, but you know what? I'm not mad at it. I like it. So I'm actually gonna take these lashes. This is in the style Breeze, and this is from my lash line called Be Wispy. I'll be sure to link these down below, but I really like these because it has that multicolored kind of feel. And I tested it out really quickly before actually putting it down, and it's going to look stunning with this makeup. Okay. A bit. Absolutely beautiful. So this is absolutely beautiful. I love the monochromatic kind of feel. I think that it goes with this look perfectly. So I'm definitely gonna layer this up a little bit. So this is another lash from my line called Hot Gal, and I'm just gonna go ahead and cut a little piece of it and add that to the center of this lash to kind of create a little bit of contrast. I think I might add another piece towards the end. I'm not sure, but let's see. So this lash is called Sweets. This is also from my lash line, Be Wispy. I'm gonna go ahead and place that on the lower lash line. And I think I'm gonna do 2 on the outer corner, and I might add this specific lash on the outer corner of my upper lash. I'm gonna quickly go in with some blue mascara. This is from Uma Beauty, Salute to the Sun. It's a really nice cobalt blue. And I'm just gonna run that along my lower lashes really quickly. All right, so I just added a few freckles off camera really quickly. I think this is really beautiful. Even though I deviated a lot, this still eats, okay? Okay, so I feel like this lighting here really brings out the true essence of this look. Just look at that. Look at the blending. This is absolutely freaking stunning, okay? Looks nothing like my inspo, but she's still eating, okay? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have been inspired and want to go ahead and recreate this look, definitely send that my way. I want to see your recreations. My handle everywhere is Bianka Blends. That's BIANKABLENDZ on all platforms. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.